Welcome to science class. In previous class we learned many things, and today's class we are going to learn about a new topic, that is motion and time. Okay, we will discuss about motion this class, and next class we will learn about time. What is motion? Motion means movement of any object, right? Movement of any object. So generally this motion is a common experience in our daily life. If you are running, walking, moving from one place to another, riding a bicycle, or traveling by bus, by car, by aeroplane, whatever. So these are all comes into motion. Even while you are playing with tops, the motion of your ceiling fan, common stand fan, whatever, these are all come under motion. Okay, so we observe many things like movements of buses, autos, cars, bullock carts. They move on roads, and trains on railway tracks, and many other objects around us in our motion. Okay, so apart from observing the motion of objects around us, we ourselves experience motion while we are walking, running, playing, riding a bicycle, etc. These are also come under motion. And trees, the movement of trees, like leaves falling or movement of leaves, all these also a kind of motion. Yes or no? So let us learn different kinds of motions in this class. Hi children, yesterday's class we learned about different kinds of motions. In today's class we are going to learn about time. We use the word time very often in our daily life. If we observe some examples, we can say that word time for different purposes. In some situations I may come late, so without using time also we talk sometimes. Yes or no? So generally how to estimate time? So and how do we measure of time, estimated time? How can we say? Let us see. When this boy came to school lately, teacher asking, why are you so late? Late, quickly, early. See, different types of words we use, no? Here we are not expressing time, but it is related to time. Here there are two people, Vinay and Ranjit. They started for office at 9 a.m. From their houses, which are side by side. But Vinay started on a car and Ranjit on a bicycle. Guess who will reach early to the office? The person who is traveling by car, right? But to answer this question, how early Vinay reached, or we need to measure the time taken by both Vinay and Ranjit and find the difference of time between both the cases we have to know. So by using that we can estimate the time. Okay, so for that purpose we should know the measuring of time. And different types of things we use for measuring time: quartz clock, digital clock, and electronic clock. At present we are using these type of clocks. A few decades ago, people used pendulum clocks that have now become rare. They became rare now. We are not getting anywhere. So how to measure the time? By using stop clock. Have you seen any time? Stop clock or stopwatch? Stop clock or stopwatch is an improved form of a wristwatch, and it can be used to measure the time interval between the occurrence of events accurately. Mostly in sports we use it now. Have you observed? It can be started and stopped by pressing a button and measures time up to 1/10th part of the time. Look here. Even in your mobiles also it is available. Once check stopwatch. Up to 1/10th part of second we can see. In sports we use it for the accuracy of time. This is cell phone stop clock. So all the stop clocks nowadays we can find in our cell phone. SI unit of time is second and symbol is S. Based on the context we can express time in seconds or minutes or hours to specify the occurrence of time and the time taken by an event. But the SI unit is second. How to calculate that? To calculate that, first the fundamental unit of time suggested the International System of Units, that is SI system. Okay, is second and symbolizes S. And larger units of time are minutes and hours. Minutes we measure or we mention as MIN, min, and hours with H. Units of time. 60 seconds is 1 minute. In previous classes you have learnt. And we use some more words like minutes and hours, week, fortnight, month, season, ayanam, on basing the movement of sun in the 6 months. So also they are units for measuring time. Okay, fortnight means 14 days, or 2 fortnights together make 1 month, including full moon day and new moon day. And these are the units of time. 60 seconds make 1 minute, and 60 minutes make 1 hour, 24 hours make 1 day, 365 days make 1 year, 10 years make 1 decade. 10 years together called as 1 decade. And 10 decades make 1 century. 1 century means 10 decades, 100 years. Okay. And 10 centuries, that means 1000 years make 1 millennium. 1 millennium. Okay, children. Speed we discussed yesterday up to some extent. If a bus covers a distance of 40 kilometers in 1 hour, then its speed is 40 kilometers per hour. 40 kilometers per hour. However, the bus seldom moves with a constant speed. The bus has to move with a constant speed. Usually it starts from rest, slowly picks up the speed, then for a short duration it may travel with constant speed and stops. Okay. So like that, if it travels say 40 kilometers in 1 hour, that is said to be as 40 kilometers per hour. When speed is not constant, we express the speed of the object as average speed. Average speed means total distance by time taken. So how many journeys the bus has made, on basing that we calculate the average speed. Okay, by dividing the total distance with the time taken. So usually in vehicles, odometer. This is called odometer. The bus reading will be there, no? That is called odometer. On the vehicles we can see speedometer we used to call. That is called odometer. It shows the distance travelled in kilometers. Travelled in kilometers. And speedometer shows the speed of the journey in kilometers per hour. Okay. What is speedometer? The speedometer, it shows the speed of the journey in kilometer per hour. For kilometers it shows, for 1 hour it shows in kilometers. Okay. In vehicles, odometer shows the distance travelled in kilometers. In particular kilometers, how much distance is travelled. That is shown by odometer. Units of speed. We calculate speed as distance by time. The distance covered by an object in unit time is called its speed. Okay. So objects are said to be in fast or slow motion depending upon the speed of their motion. And its unit, SI unit is speed. Distance by time, no? Distance measurement is meter and time measurement is S. Time unit is S. So meter by second and or kilometer by hour. Okay, another units. So kilometer per hour, we can call it as kilometer per hour or kilometer by hour, like that, meter by second or meter per second. However, kilometer per hour equal to 1 kilometer is 1000 meters, right? By 1 hour in seconds we have to convert. That means 60 into 60, 3600 seconds. So 1 kilometer per hour equal to 5 m by m. M for meters. 5 meters by 18 seconds after cancellation. So 1 kilometer per hour we represent as 5 by 18 meter per seconds. By using this value we can convert to kilometers to hour, kilometers to meters, even from meters to kilometers. And we can see many kinds of graphs in newspapers or in your school books also. Generally newspapers and magazines use different types of graphs to present the information in an interesting way. So they often use bar graphs, pie charts and line graphs which provide greater details of the information and make the information more interesting. Bar chart, or bar graph, pie graph. Okay, these are the graphs we use. They use newspapers. They use for a body in motion. We can draw its distance time graph, which is a line graph. This is called line graph with the distance and time. We can draw this on our graph sheet. To draw the distance time graph, take a sheet of graph paper and draw two lines perpendicular to each other on it. Now mark the horizontal axis or line on XOX. It is known as x-axis. Similarly, mark the vertical line YOY dash. It is called as y-axis. XOX dash, YOY dash. O is origin, center. Okay, it's an origin, the intersection, the point of intersection. In maths you knew it. Now the two quantities between which the graph is drawn are shown along these two axes. Okay, axis is singular, axis is plural. Generally the positive values are shown along the OX on the x-axis and along OY on the y-axis. Let us draw the distance time graph of the data given in the table for the motion of a car. Decide the quantity to be shown along the x-axis and y-axis. The negative values means on x dash and y dash we have to show. For the positive values on the OY and OX we can show it. For the negative values OX dash and OY dash we have to use. Okay, Nana? And scale we have to take as x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 second and y-axis 1 centimeter as 5 meters it is taken. We can consider on basing our data we have to decide that. Okay, so if you point them from the table, the set of values for time and distance are, we have to note down like this: 0, 0, 1, 5, 2, 10, 3, 15 on basing the data. Okay, so like that points, first coordinate is on x-axis and another second coordinate is on y-axis. So the first number of set represents time and the second number represents the corresponding distance. To mark for the set of values, we have to start from the 0, 0. Look at the O on the x-axis and 0 on the x-axis and 0 on the y-axis, that is origin O. Now we have to mark like that. First coordinate is 0, 0. So at the point of intersection we have to mark. Second coordinate is 1, 5. On x-axis 1 and y-axis 5. Okay, like that we have to mark. 2, 10, 3, 15, 3, 15, 4, 20. Okay, 5, 25. Like that we have to mark and join the dots. This is the graph of distance and time. This is called distance and time graph. So we can say that the distance time graph indicates the type of motion, whether it is uniform motion or non-uniform. Hence read that tabular forms which is provided in your textbook, the units of time and some activities also given, and difference between odometer and speedometer once you observe in your vehicles also. And once again listen to this video and read the textbook part, then you can understand more. Okay, Nana? And also practice the sums or the calculation part which is given here as I explained to you. Once again do that in your notebooks and understand well. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching.